use the vote, we run the risk of becoming a dictatorship. So we are appealing to the people of Zimbabwe, go to your thousands and register so that you vote in the next elections. We will not have the cabinet, the new cabinet. I've mentioned it before, and we mentioned it last time, and we said we are not jealous of people who get their work, who get their jobs, and they mean well for the country. But I was in cabinet. You know, this cabinet seems to be made up of people who emerged as an oligarchy of riches. People who are kleptocrats. Mbava, Zakatora, zvinhu zvevanhu, and now they are all rich. Chombo is very rich. Kasukwere builds a $60 mansion, 60 house mansion. Jonathan brags about his riches. There are many others in that cabinet who are outrageously rich out of ill profit, out of thievery and plunder. If you want to measure how these people are rich, you look at how people of Zimbabwe are poor in their totality. These people are as rich as the Zimbabwean people are poor. You understand? These people we are talking about. Now, we war veterans, we were taught politics from Mao, from Marx. It's a class, it's an emerging class, this oligarchy. They are now a class of their own, and they've united in that cabinet to defend their ill-gotten gains so that they can pass on the wealth from generation to generation to generation. This is the wealth which with Zimbabwean people fought for to get it from the whites. Now it is being appropriated by them. Even the association with the first family, one member of this first family is outrageously rich. So they are all knitted together. The glue which unites the G40 is avarice and bridled wealth from a declining economy, from an economy which is grinding to a halt. They stick out like sore thumbs in an economy which is declining. Everybody is running away from this economy to the diaspora. So these are the people who have become that cabinet, and they condone each other in cabinet. I mean, Joao goes to the Ministry of Labor, and he starts trying to look at Mufumira as a thief. There's Jonathan, who was a ZimDef, who is a known thief. The docket is there. He's not being hounded. He's being seen now. He's celebrating that Goba is gone now. I may not be tried. You see, there is mischief maybe in the dismissal of Goba, because the person who is celebrating is Jonathan, who has got a court case which should be going before the law. You see, this is what we said last time, that this cabinet may be there to save themselves, but also to manipulate elections. We warn them. But we also want to say to the civil servants, be vigilant. These people have followed every stream of revenue which the country has known, and they've put somebody there so that very probably we marry to steal money. This is what this cabinet is all about. Look at the allocation of all the ministries. They are all centering around the theft of public funds. So we are saying to the civil servants, be vigilant. When the time comes, we will not accept that you were an accomplice because you were a civil servant. And we are appealing to the sense of propriety and patriotism of Zimbabweans on this particular issue. I talked about reaching out to the war veterans, but we are also reaching it. We have analyzed the situation as war veterans, and we concluded that there are 4 pillars of stability for the modern state of Zimbabwe. The Chimurenga Group, ZIPRA and ZANLA, who are the modern state apparatus of Zimbabwe. We also respect, and that includes the regional balance with ZIPRA and Dumiso and people from Matebele. That's why we want them to be part of the next governance in Zimbabwe. We also are aware of the constant vote of the MDC since 2000 and its appeal from the urban youth. And we are also very grateful for the NDC support for COPAC and the recognition of the war veterans. So bygones are bygones with them. We are reaching out to all Zimbabweans. We are also reaching out to the white diaspora and the white business community and to the white community, because they used to run an economy, they are well organized. We want them to be included because we did not fight a racial war. So we are reaching out to all those. If we can bring those and the new diaspora into play, when the country stabilizes and starts recovering from the ravages of the G40, we will need all this talent back into the country so that we can build a new Zimbabwe. So that's what we want to send out messages loud and clear. And by the same token, we are reaching out to our erstwhile enemies in imperial times in the West, the Western countries. They've never been happy with the war veterans because they never forgave us for defeating Ian Smith. But now that they have seen that the people whom they thought could run this country are so incompetent, the G40, we are reaching out to the Western embassies and through them to their governments to say, can we form a new compact so that we can make this country recover? We will need capital. Capital can come from the West, capital can come from the East. We have no issues about that. So we are reaching out to London, we are reaching out to Washington, we are reaching out to Paris, we are reaching out to Brussels, to Frankfurt, and all the major centers of capital as war veterans to say this country has been run on a scorched earth policy by the G40. We now want it to recover, and we want capital from everywhere to join the capital from Mumbai, from Shenzhen, from Beijing, from Seoul, and from everywhere to come and rebuild a modern country. See, I was pained when I was ambassador in China. I saw skyscrapers cropping like mushroom everywhere in China. And each skyscraper needs steel, and steel is chrome. And Zimbabwe had no ounce of chrome being exported to China when a country was becoming the second largest economy, and it's your historical friend. And I'm the ambassador waking up every day, seeing all these new buildings mushrooming. This is the work of the G40. Totally incompetent. They have no idea about how a modern economy works. They had stopped the export of chrome. Now they are all celebrating. I had a fight with the president in cabinet, and he shouted at me when I said it's foolish not to export chrome when this is the major asset which God gave you, from Gwanda all the way to Shamva, 600 kilometers of chrome. And the countries are modernizing, they want chrome, and Zimbabwe is absent from the market because of the Andanagasweri to beneficiate. So tofa tiri marombe because you're waiting for beneficiation. Uku China town. Turkey is selling chrome, South Africa is selling chrome, India is selling chrome, and you are absent from the market. Now, because of the war veterans after the Mashugo resolution, and because of my resolute fight in the cabinet, young people are getting busy on the great day.
Yes.
Mining chrome. That's what the war veterans do. We are visionaries. That's how we did with the tobacco sector. We are visionaries. We created a modern economy. You saw the most modern building in this country now, Southampton, TIMB. I was ambassador in Beijing. I fought with the Chinese to make them invest in the tobacco industry. And now the most successful modern business in Zimbabwe is tobacco sector. No guarantees from government, from cabinet. Operates strictly on commercial lines. Because it is a business. Created by the war veterans. What am I saying? We are the visionaries. What this country needs visionaries. And the visionaries belong to the nation, to the war veterans. That's why we went as young people to go and fight. That's why all of you are so poor and you have no hope. We are a country of hopelessness now. We need to get rid. And when we go to the next elections, we must fight to say we defeat hopelessness. And the hopelessness comes from what? From the G40. Avana, makamati zawo esa hapana anodeclare tax. Chakungo budget. Makamuzwa kaswera ani wa employee. Embele yaipa price pake. Hapana chi anatombo vesa hapana chilipo. Asa vanozviti tiri mabusinessmen. Tajwa we kungoba day in and day out. Those are vakangogarira hanzi tiri. No. We have had enough of that.
For these and other stories, visit our website www.263chat.com. Follow us on Twitter @263chat and like our Facebook page 263chat.